The wild horses are a big staple on the Outer Banks, but preserving their environment is getting harder and harder each year.
The Corolla Wild Horse Fund says there's a lot of things that are killing the horses that are out of their control. So it's important to be aware of the things that we can control to help preserve the herd for years to come.
Every single thing that happens out here on this beach impacts the horses in one way or the other.
The Corolla wild horses date back more than 500 to 600 years to the first explorers. At one time, nearly 1,000 wild banker horses roamed the beaches.
They are a cultural icon, they're a historical icon, they are incredibly important to, our region here.
But as time has gone on, the herd's numbers continue to shrink. Only about 200 horses still exist in North Carolina between the Outer Banks and Cape Lookout. Corolla Wild Horse Fund herd manager Meg Puckett says they count the horses each year, but there could be more out there that they don't see often.
The horses have about 7,600 acres of habitat available to them, and it's very mixed type of habitat. So you have the beach, but then you also have just thousands of acres of very rough habitat. It's wooded, it's marshy, it's swampy, so a lot of it is not easily accessible to humans.
As more houses go up and more people come in to explore the beaches, preserving their habitat is becoming more difficult. The Corolla Wild Horse Fund works to acquire land and take it out of development, but sometimes people are the biggest threat to their environment.
If we want this place to be accessible and people want to continue coming here and have it be what it is, everybody has to have a stake in it.
Puckett says they've had some instances where people will walk up and pet the horses or try to feed them. She says people must stay at least 50 feet away at all times because it's important to remember these horses are wild.
People love these horses, they get excited to see them, and I think sometimes in that excitement they forget that they are wild animals, that they're very dangerous and very unpredictable, so they can hurt someone very badly, even unintentionally.
Horses also can't vomit, so if they eat something that isn't good for them, like trash or human food, it can cause internal damage and could be fatal. The organization then has to take them off the beach to get treated, and once they're transitioned to the rehabilitation stables, they can't go back to the beach.
We've lost foals before to natural causes, and it's devastating, it's sad, but it's not as hard as having to take a horse off the beach because someone fed it an apple.
There are signs posted all over the beaches with the rules, but sometimes people neglect to follow them. Another way you can help is airing down your tires so the beach is in good shape if the organization needs to get trucks or equipment down the beach to help the horses. A lot of people enjoy exploring the beaches in trucks and jeeps, but it's important to leave only hoof prints behind.
I think respect is the main word here, just being respectful of the environment, respectful of the horses and the other wildlife, and also respectful of the people that live here and that call this place home.
Now, there are tours offered if you're interested in seeing the wild horses, and Puckett says they're a safe and educational way to do just that. She adds they're always worried about the future of the wild horses, but doing some of these simple things can preserve their environment for years to come.
It's very, very important that we keep a wild population of horses here. Being wild is what makes them what they are. That's what makes them special.
The Wild Horse Fund is a nonprofit that depends on donations to help protect and serve the horses. Now, you can sponsor a horse or you can even donate to the Land Acquisition Fund so the horses have more space. To help, head to wavy.com.